Yo, it's good, Kevin, Mo, Ramses. Earn your gains. How's everybody doing? Christopher, Ivan, Michi, Solo, Owen. Michi, we haven't had you up on a Monday night in a hot minute. Gotta get you back. What's up, guys? Is that better? Alright. What's going on, everybody? How'd you guys do today? Nice. Big W, green, 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 green. Nice. Back soon. Nice, Michi. Got smoked. Green. So for the majority, got green, which is nice to see, especially on FOMC. All right. We will go ahead and get right into this here. Typical Wednesday night charting session, going through the watch list from A to Z. I know Michi's about to back me up on that, so don't have to say it twice. Yeah, we'll go through all the setups that I like. If I don't like it, we'll just move on. And at the end, we will create tomorrow's watch list. Help me out. I joined the free day, but now want to pay for the membership to have daily access. If you want to upgrade your membership, all you have to do is go to the bar on the side and go to manage subscription. It's one of the very top tabs, and you can go in and edit everything through there. Wolf. AMD I like. A little far away, but 162. I like that level. I like the room we have. So I'll put that on there. That'll probably be a side watch. And mark this, unmark Apple. So Amazon tried to break out of a 4-hour downtrend yesterday. Or wait, sorry. It was this morning. Ended up getting rejected pretty hard though. Not too interested on that. The only thing I would say that I would look at on that is just the high from today, because that will be continuing the break on the 4-hour from where we tried to break this trend earlier today. Probably not going to throw that one in the watch list though, unless I absolutely need to. And if you guys have anything that you like on any specific stock, make sure you send the stock and the level, and we'll go ahead and check that out. But how do I do it? I know this must be personal, but any recommendation for a certain amount to start in the group? Yeah, like Ramses said, 500 to 1,000 is recommended. Personally, I started with 2K. I would say, honestly, no matter how much you have, I would say at the beginning, I personally would not start with any more than 5K if you're a complete beginner, because regardless of who you're learning from, or where you're at, you're still bound to make mistakes every now and then. So up until you get all those things figured out, I would say risk the least amount of money that you can while you're getting through the beginner steps. And after that, obviously, you can figure out how you want to handle your positions. But EA doesn't look bad at 170, but pretty far away from that, and it does not look like we're taking any turns to the downside soon. I don't mind that level, but probably throw that in there as a side watch as well. Ooh, here. Baba at 85 actually does not look bad. I would honestly say if it was any other stock, I would like this at today's high, but Baba's not one of those that I like to mess around with. Like even when it has good setups, the majority of the time I don't even look at it, but 84.90 into 85 does not look bad at all. Baidu doesn't look bad either. Let me check the volume on these though. Volume isn't horrible. If we got this like right at open, that would be cool, but 2100 for the entire day is kind of garbage. So we could look at this. The only problem would be whether there is contract volume or not. So that would be something we have to determine in the morning. But setup does not look bad. Delete some of these. Not a whole lot on coin here. This just looks gross. Unfortunately, it looks like everything's kind of just grinding up. So that being said, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to find some like great setups here. See, that actually doesn't look horrible on crowd at 275.44. And there's another resistance right past that. What time frames are you looking at? I'm looking at all of them. I'm starting out on the 4 hour and just working my way down. Brandon. Can you explain why Baba 84.90 thought we only liked levels when it has tested at least 3 rejections? The reason that I said that doesn't look bad is just because of how drastic of a move it is. Like I said, that's probably going to be one that's a side watch anyways, though. So, Kevin, he's in the other room. Let's see. On this 277. It's 277 flat. So that actually doesn't look bad. 275.44, room to 277, and then room to 278.70. We've got room on this. Actually looks pretty decent. Video 130, I'll check that out, Waylon. Actually, seeing this on crowd, I'm probably just going to go ahead and get rid of probably get rid of Baba, to be honest. The likelihood that I'll take that is very, very low, so no sense in putting it on there if I won't take it, even if it does come. What's your recommended time frames for drawing your charting? I mean, whatever time frame that you find the setup on is where I'm going to end up drawing my levels at, but these are all the time frames that I have that I look at. You know, if it's a stock that I haven't looked at all, I'll usually start from the 1 year and then work my way down. But all the ones that I look at on a daily basis, I'm pretty much just starting off on the 4-hour and working my way down. Because the difference between yesterday and today on a 1 year chart is generally not going to be too huge. If I need to, I'll check the larger time frames, but yeah, usually the 4 hours my go-to when I'm starting out. Disney, let's see. It actually doesn't look bad either. 90-80, inverse H through 91 basically. Looks really good. These contracts are not tradable, but that setup itself does not look bad. Basically the same one that we've found on every other chart so far, but got a gap on FedEx, but that's pretty far away. That's about all there is there, so. Also a daily gap on crowd at 285. I'll look at that when we go back, Vince. Best laptop for trading away from home. Hector, I have always used a MacBook Air. I'm sure a Pro is probably better, and I'm sure that there's better computers out there, but I really like MacBooks. I've never had any issue with trading from my MacBook on that's using 2 separate platforms because I use TOS for charts and Interactive for my execution. So MacBook Air with like everything base model, it honestly works perfectly. I've had 0 issues with it, which is surprising because that's supposed to be their lower performance computer, but like I said, I've had 0 issues with it. And my main trading setup started out as a 2013 MacBook Air split off into 2 separate monitors, and it handled it perfectly fine. I mean, once the computer got older, obviously it was ridiculously slow, but whenever it was newer, that was my main setup that I used from home. So I'm sure you can probably pull that off with a newer MacBook, but still probably would not recommend it if you have another option. Meta, I really liked. This looks good. Is that 539.77? Oh, that looks beautiful. And 180-day highs are 544.80. That's not the all-time highs, is it? It is. Available. That is all-time highs. So all-time highs are basically 545. 540 looks really good for 539.77, but I do like that a lot. How did you split it into 2 different monitors? There's a adapter that I have. I still have it on my desk actually, because I mounted everything to the bottom. I don't know what you would need to do it with a new one, but with the old MacBook that had the, I think it's the Thunderbolt cable on it. It's a splitter called Dual Head to Go, and it basically used your MacBook as a PC, so you could split it off into 2 separate monitors. And I think they have a triple one as well. But yeah, there's probably a different way to do that with the newer ones, but look at Visa, I can, and I will. How do you add the 1 year, 1 day, 3 year, 1 day on TradingView? I don't know on TradingView. I'm not super familiar with that platform, but I'm sure you could look that one up on Google and it could answer your question pretty quickly. Netflix went crazy yesterday. That was a beautiful play. However, I'm not really interested in this until probably 7-11. Again, we are pretty far away from that, so do all-time high levels created in the pre-market hold the same significance as those created during market hours? To me, they do, yes. Maybe to everybody else, no. But I think anything created, no matter whether it's pre-market or during the actual market, I give it the same value and the same significance. So. Why did you all stay in meta? I got out after the first breakout when the candle went down. I'll go back and look at meta. I actually did not take meta today, so I think I'm one of the very few that did not. Nvidia, I still like it at 129.34. I took this after FOMC from, well, 128.78 was the level I wanted to be in at. I got in actually around 128.75. Caught this all the way up to 129.34. And my plan, since it was moving so aggressively into that level, was add at that level. And there was a trend that lined up right at 129.60. I ended up stopping out for break even on this trade. It would have been still nicely green if I didn't add. But I still like this 129.34 level a lot. Those contracts actually moved surprisingly slow. Like even up here, I think I was only up like maybe 10%. Which, I mean, that's a pretty big move for NVIDIA. And on a Wednesday, late in the day, you would expect those contracts to move a bit better. On Saturday, Frankie's going to start a blank chart and just show how he sets a few levels and give his thoughts. Any chance he could do that at some point? Yeah, sure, Kevin. I don't know exactly what you mean by that, but if you want to explain in Discord or in the comments or something, I can do pretty much whatever you guys want me to do. So how do you use time and sales to your advantage? So time and sales is what we use in combination with level 2 in order to judge momentum. So the quicker you see time and sales moving, and to summarize it, the quicker you see time and sales moving and flashing in your color, that means there's going to be more momentum behind that move. I haven't been playing it. I like it better at open. Yeah, Michi, I agree. I didn't realize how big of a drop off there was in how those contracts moved later in the day. Okay, moving on from NVIDIA. Geez, PayPal. What's going on here? This thing has been on a tear, my lord. 280. That looks crazy. I mean, we're kind of far away from this, but with the way this thing's been moving, that's very possible. I like that a lot. Job. We're Pretty far away from where I would want that. SMCI I liked today at 617. Is that 617.59? Or no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say that looked weird. I liked it at 619.60. I still actually do like this. The downside if we get aggressive. The actual level here. Yeah, 619.50. Good evening, Vendetta. Got you, Michi. Did you say anything about Tesla? I'm not there yet, Christopher. I'll be there soon. About what today, Jose? Oh, had earnings. Actually, the low from there does not look horrible. How much did that? 356 to 26, so 30 cents. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna check snow out pre-market just to see if we do get any movement. I don't know that I'll make this a main watch, but if we look like we're gonna have enough movement to continue this momentum to the downside, I would definitely be down to play snow. I think the last couple times I traded it, it was very, very nice. So, no, Jose, I did not. Somebody said something earlier about Tesla at 220. Yeah, 228. I mean, 228 is pretty far away. 1 second here. I gotta clear this chart off. It's bad. I feel like every time we do these, my Tesla chart is the craziest. Okay. I mean, 228 is valid. It's just really far away. So, would be the only downside of that. However, I do like it at candle looked a bit different on the 1 hour. I still like it at 224.66. I kind of like it at 224 to be honest. Look at smaller time frames. Yeah, 224 doesn't look bad either. Kind of like that. Actual level is 223.99. Let's see. Check Walmart when you get the chance. No, Michi, I've traded Walmart 1 time. I can't say I've never traded it. I just haven't traded it in, yeah, like 4 years. Nice job, Lewis. Nice job. That's crazy. Great work, man. Great work. I don't hate that, Michi. contract volume is also not bad, but these prices are ridiculous. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with 14-cent contracts, to be honest with you. Like, even if I go in the money, they're still only 50 cents for the ones that have volume. Oliver, I just looked at, or I don't know how to say your name. I just looked at PayPal and I like it. The setup on Walmart's not bad, Michi, but there's no shot I'm taking 14-cent contracts. Yes. Okay, so AMD kind of far away. So that's gonna go inside watches. Trying to look real quick here and see what I can take away and what I can leave. The least amount of things that I have, the better, as long as they're quality. I'm just gonna go ahead and start off here with this side watch. I'm not gonna get too intricate with that because we're so far away. BA, also side watch. Also not going to get too specific with that because it's far away. Baidu. It's probably going to go towards the bottom of the main watches, but is there not a trend here? I swear there was. Maybe not. Crowd. Maybe crowd. Yeah, crowd was the one with the trend. Levels 275.44 and Brandon, I would say 3. Did you catch any trades today? I did. Um, like I said, I took Nvidia and I ended up stopping out on that for break even, and I ended up taking SPY and stopping on that for a small loss. So I'm small red on the day, but all good. The day before was Netflix to the upside, and that was like 20% right off the bat. So overall, nice week still. Meta 539.77. 77. Beautiful. Nvidia. This. All right. There is too many things going in this watch list. I feel like we're going to be, maybe not we, but I am going to be looking around too much. It's never good to have no trades planned. It's also not great to have an overabundance to the point where you're clicking through 8 things, trying to figure out what's closest, because then you end up missing all 8 of them. So probably. This is going into the side watches because one of the smaller stocks that we play, so because Nvidia was after FOMC. Probably gonna throw SMCI on the side watches as well, to be honest. Or actually, you know what? do that. Christopher, what we do is we anticipate the break is basically what it's called. So we're not looking to enter after it breaks. We're looking to enter as it's pushing into our level so we can catch the actual break. Okay. I actually take this back. It is going to go down here in the side watches. But it is going to be the first one. PayPal is going to be the second one. I'll rearrange that in just a second here. I don't like 640. I mean, I don't mind 640. A little far away, but I'm just looking at the ones that are closer to happening. Christopher, ideally we're gonna see some pretty heavy momentum going into these. 640. Oh yeah, there is. I do like that. Okay. 658, 58. I don't mind that at all. Guess I'll throw that. Where am I gonna throw that? I guess I'll throw it right above this then. Go. No problem, J-Sense. Snow is definitely a side watch. That is definitely not a main watch at all. Jeez, there's then Tesla. Four. Please. All right, we are definitely not short on ideas for tomorrow, so surely one of these has to not break pre-market. You guys see that or no? Oh yeah, there we go. Not short on ideas at all. Let's see. What are some specifics you look for on the chart to tell there's going to be a break? Well, we look obviously for supports and resistances. And then the main thing that we're looking for to differentiate whether it's going to be a break versus a bounce or a rejection is we want to see a lot of strength going into these levels, whether it's moving really strong to the downside or moving really strong to the upside. We want to see momentum going into these levels. We don't want to see the stock just grinding up to the levels because that's generally when you see supports and resistances bounce or reject. The whole reason that we're looking at these for breakouts and breakdowns is because with all of the pieces we're looking for before we take a trade, that's what causes a breakout or a breakdown. Okay, I get it now. I have some levels for some stocks, going to try it tomorrow. But not gonna lie, sometimes I'm scared to trade in my own setup, even when interns from stock hours say it's good. I agree with Olivier. Paper trade it. Start building up the confidence to be able to take the trades on your own. That would be a good way to do so, or just size down really far. But yeah, just don't risk a huge position size on it. Half of these save themselves for Friday. I mean, that would be ideal. We would see some of these happen tomorrow and the rest happen Friday, but you leave it in the Discord, it's all blurry. Yes, I can. Came back to a PowerPoint presentation straight. Yeah. Going to do that because I scalp trades when I paper trade and have some success, but I think it's emotion when I'm trading with real money. Yep. Start with one contract at a time. No problem, S Karma. Yeah, I'm not in Chicago, Michi, but it did get dark very fast. All right, you guys. Well, I mean, that's all. I say that's all I have. We have freaking what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is ridiculous. This is the most amount of trade ideas I've had in a long time. Olivier. Gotcha. My bad. For some reason, when I said that the first time, I figured it was going to have some sauce to it. All right. Well, I just sent the watch in the lessons tab on stock hours. If you guys are in stock hours, then you can see it there. If you're not, obviously, we're on our free day still. So if you go down to the first link in the description, you can sign up for the free day. And then if you're also not in stock hours and you just don't want to sign up for the free day for some reason, then go ahead and screenshot this while it's still up. Yeah, Jordan, honestly, it's difficult to figure out which ones of these are going to be mains and side watches, but the main way I try and look at that is which one am I most excited for in combination with which one is closest. So obviously I would like SMCI, but it's not as close as some of these other ones that I have up here. All right, you guys. Appreciate you guys coming out. I hope you have a great rest of your night, and let's kill some of these setups in the morning. Gotta start and end the Thursday off good. So we'll see you guys in the morning. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I have no idea about the algo on Mumu. It may be. I'm not 100% confident on that, but all right. I will talk to you guys in the morning.